Welcome to Take It from the Iron Woman. My name is Susanne Müller, your host and the Iron Woman. This podcast is about empowering yourself and others to make real changes in the world. You will hear from everyday, smart, sophisticated, hip people like you and me. Not everybody has to be an Iron Woman to impress the world. Together, we will learn from the sports and business leaders how you can become a more successful person as an entrepreneur or a leader. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. Take your steps now. Take your big steps now. Join me on this journey to success. Take it from the Iron Woman. We only have special guests. We're beyond 200 episodes. And today we're going into the Netherlands to Özlem. Hello, Özlem. Thank you so much for being with us, and introduce yourself. Who is Özlem who's going to join us today?
Thank you so much, Susanne, for having me from Take It from the Iron Woman. I am Özlem Ozkan. I am now in Amsterdam. I was also born and raised here, although I have Turkish parents. I come from an immigrant family. I'm author of the book The Students. I have a podcast, the Bridging Podcast, which I started producing once I started doing the course at Akimbo, which I also become a mentor to new podcasters. Besides that, I'm a mindset coach. I'm a teacher and I run workshops. And the first workshop that we run is a transformation and growth workshop. That's for leaders to change from the inside out to make change happen.
Sounds very cool. Tell us a little bit from the inside out. I'm curious to find out.
Inside out. Actually, everything what we create in our life is first created inside. That's what I believe in. And it might sound actually very, non-scientific at this moment of time, but a lot of science has also proved whatever we put in our minds, that can manifest back in the outside world. I used to think always the outside world is doing something that I am feeling a certain way. That's why I was a lot blaming in the past, a lot my circumstances. For example, family members, the jobs, the bosses I had, the countries I lived. And then I came to realize, not realize by reading a book, but by doing the work. Because inside of me, I was thinking a certain way. I kept telling my mind some beliefs, which I thought they were true. These actually created the reality I was experiencing. But then when I saw that shift, I trained my mind, or I started training my mind because, I'm definitely not a master in it or something. I first go inside whatever is happening in my outer world and really feel, not think, but really feel with whatever that is. For me, it is with my heart. What do I feel? I feel rejected because, for example, I feel I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. I am stupid, whatever I am. Yeah, and all these beliefs were actually creating the things that I actually did not want to experience. What I started doing, I started telling my mind other things that I wanted to experience. I am beautiful, not only from the outside, also from the inside. I am enough. I can serve. I am serving people. And the more I started looking inside of myself towards my limiting beliefs, I decided to create more self-empowering beliefs, which empowered me. In the past, where I was thinking, if I did not get a certain job that I wanted, look at this, things does not work out for me, I'm not good enough. Now I think the universe works in my favor. If it's not happening, this job, something else is waiting for me. Things always work out for me.
And I'm wondering, so it feels like a lot of us, the whole world probably has those limiting beliefs. And what do you think needs to happen? What was your pivotal moment personally that when you then shifted and said like, no, I need to probably change the wording. I'm not good enough. You say I'm good enough. I'm beautiful, and you are beautiful. So what happened that changed your mind?
In the past, I was a much more person that was forcing things. But I started believing actually more that when you are ready. It's not like, let's now sit down, let's put the cards on the table and find out. No, you will feel inside of yourself when you are ready. And for me, the moment I was ready was that I felt that I lost someone that I loved so much. I never loved someone so much as I loved that specific person. And I was so much in pain from the inside because that person in my perception left me. I mean, when I look at it now, it's a very different perception than so many years, X amount of years ago. And because I was so much in pain, I was so much feeling I was suffering. Then I had to go inside because I was already inside. I was like, what's happening here? I'm a victim. No one loves me. Everyone that I love leaves me. La, la, la. All these stories I tell myself. And then I started doing, in 2014, 7 years ago, a self-awareness course in Florida in the US, where I really started looking inside. And I talk very casual about it at this moment of time, but it was also painful. There are a lot of things that you feel inside of you, and it's not always fun, but I really decided to go through my resistances. Before I was thinking like, no, I don't want to feel I'm not enough. No, of course I'm enough. He was not worthy. I wasn't worth for him or whatever, these things. But then I was really fully feeling I am not enough. And let me feel that. Okay. Yeah, I am left out. Yeah, let me feel that. Because, many people, including me in the past, I think, and I might still have things that I'm not yet aware of yet, right? Like feeling sad, feeling not enough, feeling rejected, feeling not loved are really bad things. They think like, I don't want to feel that. Let me just go on a holiday. Let me use drugs. Let me use alcohol, or let me just do sports, whatever that can be for anyone. But I believe these feelings are all allowed and are part of us. And the more we put it under the rug, the more we push it away, they persist.
Yeah, I think you just said it, right? We put them under the rug. We camouflage them and it's uncomfortable. But I also think sometimes they come up in a way, in unexpected moments. I don't want to go there. What is happening? And that's why when you do the self-work, that's what's needed. And I also think that everybody knows when there is the right time for them. And you said it's not a light switch that goes on or off. So you can do, if you're very good task oriented, you can do one thing like a machine, but the transformation, when you look at the butterfly, it takes some time. And science says that it can take up to 66 days to change a behavior. And I had a client and he was like, okay, 66 days. But you have to work on it. You cannot just sit back and relax and look at the ocean. That's not how it works.
And it is also not really a linear process, right? That's what I believe in. Like kind of infinite, complex, and yet at the same time simple. Because, where I was suffering so much when someone that I loved so much left me, someone else might not suffer that much, but the second, third, fourth time, it will click with her or him like... And it's not age thing. We also tend to think in society, in your 30s, you experience this, in your 20s. There might be some, patterns that you can see. It's so complex. I might have gone through many other things in my childhood than you had gone through, than person X had gone through. And then sometimes some people go through it on an early age that they already have evolved some parts.
Not easy. And how can you then relate to others, or how do you facilitate the learning for leaders as a facilitator, entrepreneur, and coach?
Yeah, with all the jobs I had, I was working always full-time for a company or a school. And now I don't. I have my own company and I just work as a freelancer or as a coach for people that would like to work with me. But during my full-time jobs, I have learned in different jobs that I had to listen because I was a very bad listener. And still I think I tend to talk more. And because I also love talking, I also want to honor and own like, hey, I am also this person. But I think it's so important to listen to a person and not listen to a person, the words or sentences she is using, but really being fully present there with your whole being. You are with the person in her story. And also what is really important, you might tell me things, Susanna, what you feel or think, but I only know the story that you're telling me. And maybe you don't tell everything. Also, maybe you don't know even what you're exactly feeling. But for me, it is so important to ask you the questions that you tell me. I don't need to tell you anything. I am not Susanna.
Thank you so much, Özlem, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much, Susanna. Thank you.
How cool was that to learn from Özlem? Transformation can happen any moment, but it comes from the inside out. What does that mean for you, for your inside? Take it from the Iron Woman. We have episodes every Monday, every Wednesday. Chime in, listen to what speaks to you. And Take It From the Iron Woman is also a book where you can see where my journey started from Switzerland to New York to Kilimanjaro and beyond. Don't miss out.